हे परम पिता और आप भी मुख प्राण से भी हमारे लिए प्रिय हो। ओम भगवान हे परम पिता परमेश्वर आपकी शक्ति ओम हे ओम वाक्य सर्वरक्षक परमेश्वर आप ही स्वाहा इहलोक परलोक के सारे सुखों धर्म अर्थ काम मोक्ष की वर्षा करने वाले, मोक्ष के बाद भी सृष्टि के आदि में पुरुष शरीर में युवावस्था ही में संयुक्त करके पवित्र वेद ज्ञान को प्रदान करके हम पर धर्म अर्थ काम मोक्ष ज्ञान प्रकाश आनंद की वर्षा करते और करवाते रहने वाले हो। ओम महा हे प्रभु आप ही सबसे बड़े और सबके पूज्य हो। ओम जन हे ओम पिता आप ही ये अद्भुत संसार और सब शरीरों के रचना करने वाले हो। इतना सुंदर सुख सुविधाएं प्रदान करने वाले एकमात्र आप ही हो। ओम तपः हे ओम प्रभु आप ही हमारे परम गुरु परम ज्ञान स्वरूप और दुष्टों के संतापकारी रुद्र भी हो। ओम सत्यम हे प्रभु आप ही सत्य स्वरूप सनातन सदा से हो सदा रहोगे और सदा एक रस और सब पर कृपा करने वाले ऐसे आपको ही हम श्रद्धा भक्ति प्रेम से दिन रात बारंबार अनंत 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 बार नमस्कार करते हैं। जैसा कि भगवान दयानंद ने छांदोग्य उपनिषद में ब्रह्मचर्य के बारे में बताया है, उसी को हम फिर से बता रहे हैं। पूरा हो नहीं पाया था उस दिन, तो यहाँ पर भगवान दयानंद बता रहे हैं। पुरुषो वाव यज्ञस्य तस्य यानि चतुर्विंशति वर्षाणि तत्प्रातः शमनं चतुर्विंशत्यक्षरा गायत्री गायत्रं प्रातः शमनं तदस्य बस्वो अन्वायत्ताः प्राणावाव बसव एते हिदं सर्वं वासयन्ति। सत्यार्थ प्रकाश तीसरे संग्लास में महर्षि इसका अर्थ कर रहे हैं। ब्रह्मचर्य 3 प्रकार का होता है। कनिष्ठ जो पुरुष अन्न रसमय देह और पूरी अर्थात देह में शयन करने वाला जीवात्मा, यज्ञ अर्थात अतीव शुभ गुणों से संगत और सत्य कर्तव्य है। इसको अवश्य है कि 24 वर्ष पर्यंत जितेंद्रिय अर्थात ब्रह्मचारी रहकर वेद आदि विद्या और सुशिक्षा का ग्रहण करे और विवाह करके भी लंपटता ना करे तो उसके शरीर में प्राण बलवान होकर सब गुणों के वास कराने वाले होते हैं। आगे उपनिषद में कहा है तच्चेतस्मिन् वयसि किंचिद उपतपेत स भूयात् प्राणावसव इदं मे प्रातः शवनम् माध्यं दिनं शवनम् अनुसन्तनुतेति माहं प्राणानां वसूनां मध्ये यज्ञो विलोपसिते तद्युद्धेव तत् इत्यग्दो अभवति। आगे भगवान दयानंद सत्यार्थ प्रकाश तीसरे संगलास में व्याख्या कर रहे हैं। इस प्रथम वाय में जो उसको विद्याभ्यास में संतप्त करे और वह आचार्य वैसा ही उपदेश किया करे और ब्रह्मचारी ऐसा निश्चय रखे कि जो मैं प्रथम अवस्था में ठीक ठीक ब्रह्मचर्य से रहूँगा तो मेरा शरीर और आत्मा आरोग्य बलवान होके सत्पुरुषों को बसाने वाले मेरे प्राण होंगे। हे मनुष्यों, तुम इस प्रकार से सुखों का विस्तार करो। जो मैं ब्रह्मचर्य का लोप न करूं, 24 वर्ष के पश्चात गृहश्रम करूंगा तो प्रसिद्ध है कि रोग रहित रहूंगा और आयु भी मेरी 70 व 80 वर्ष होगी। यहाँ एवरेज आयु से मतलब है, कोई 90 वर्ष 100 वर्ष बचेगा, कोई 70 से कम भी बचेगा। अथ यानि चतुश्चत्वारिंशद् वर्षाणि तन्माध्यं दिनं श्रवणं चतुश्चत्वारिंशद् अक्षरा त्रैष्टुभं माध्यं दिनं श्रवणं तदस्य रुद्रा अन्वायत्ताः प्राणावावरुद्रा एते इदं सर्वं रोदयन्ति। मध्यम ब्रह्मचर्य यह है कि जो मनुष्य 44 वर्ष पर्यंत ब्रह्मचारी रहकर वेदाध्ययन करता है, उसके प्राण इंद्रियां अंतःकरण और आत्मा बल युक्त होकर सब दुष्टों को रुलाने और श्रेष्ठों का पालन करने वाले होते हैं। अधिकस्य अधिकम फलम। अरे आज इंग्लिश का है ना, इंग्लिश का है ना, हिंदी का है, कल भी हिंदी का था। हाँ जो मैं इसी तम चेतस्मिन् वयसि Dear friends, we have just known the meaning of the these mantras in Hindi also, in Arya Bhasha also, and we forgot that today I have to deliver lecture in English. So further I am going to give lecture in English. When we do good things, we always are benefited. When we do bad things, we are always in harm. We are always getting harm. So, in anything you see which is previously giving, looks you good, feels you good, and later on that gives you suffering, that is the prey mark, harmful mark. Yet in light of truth, Maharishi has written in Bhumika यद अग्रे विस्मय परिणामे अमृतोपमम. So, with the eating fish, meat, eggs, smoking, taking liquors, gutka, khani, pot, etc., they gives us pleasure, happiness for a short time, and later on it destroys our health, purity, everything. So the intelligent people always prefers the things which although previously it looks that it is not pleasant in early time, but later on it gives us the best pleasure. We have seen if we do agriculture study, follow the rule of brahmacharya, keep away from the worldly pleasure and sexual pleasures also, then although it is not pleasant in early time, but later on it is so pleasant, it is so good, it is so beneficial that we are blessed not only in this birth but after the birth. Friends, in previous births also we have not performed their good duties, not followed the rule of brahmacharya and indulged in sexual pleasure or worldly pleasure and bad thing. This is the reason we are not in salvation, we are not in moksha, we are not in the maximum pleasure with God for maximum period of time. If this time also we do not perform the rules of brahmacharya and sexual pleasures, then again will destroy our this life and life afterwards also. We always follow the path of Ved Shastra, the path of the scholars of Ved Shastra, Ram, Krishna, Hanuman, Mahadev, Sita, Parvati, Rukmini, etc. We never follow the path of idiot people, the worldly people, and destroy our life. This is the turning point. There is two paths in the world. The first is Shreya Marg, or path against the way, which seems to be good, to be pleasant previously, but it ruins, destroys everything. The clever person, learned person, the person who wants to be benefited always avoids that very right path and follows the path of Ved, Shastra, Rishi, Maharishi, the path advocate. by Maharishi Dayananda. And that although in beginning it does not appear much pleasant, but later on it is so pleasant, it is so beneficial that our this unique human birth becomes the successful, and we get maximum benefit from this very birth. So we, all brave people, all people to be happy forever, decide properly and hope that you will always follow the path of faith and be like Ram, Krishna, Rishi, Maharishi Dayananda, etc., who had not only made their life successful but made many others' life also successful. Maharishi Dayananda had said, Amitan, oh, you are diamond, but you are found in dirty mud. Amichand said, oh, I am diamond. No one has said me that I am diamond. If I am diamond, then I promise I come and all the women he has kept made out from her and began to put all the wines in dirty sewage. The people said, Amichan, this is imported best wine you have left, but we have not left. Please give us. Amichan at once said, this point I can't give anyone. And he went to his father-in-law's house and met his wife and said, forgive me, I had give you much trouble, but I have left every bad thing. If you don't believe, then come in our house and see yourself. Both Amichand and his wife came to Maharishi Dayanand, and with folded hand he said, Maharishi, we have come out of the dirty mud, and he became the follower of Dayanand. First bhajans, praying songs he had written in Arya Samaj, and he led pious life afterward. Similarly, Swami Shraddhanand, Lekram, Gurudat, so on and so forth, Pandit Mahendrapal Arya, Bandeshwar Mumukshu, there are Deepchand Arya, Ramchandra Dehalvi, countless people, after coming in contact with Dayanand or reading his book, became the nice people and made their life the pious life, and they became success not only in this birth, but they got pleasure after death also, and ultimately they got moksha, the salvation, and enjoyed with God, and rest moksha people in moksha, the wonderful brilliant life. When they can do that thing and make their life so wonderful, so happy, so pious, why can't we do? Therefore, let us promise that we will lead our life in such a way that all the people we will praise our life and follow our path. This is possible. Mercy Dayanand and Ved Shastra has shown the path. We must follow the path. So here I forgot that I have to give lecture in English today, so I have corrected it. To raise, I have previously given the meaning in English also. So previous mantra, rest mantra meaning in English is like this. Tam chet etasmin vayasi kinchit uktapet savuryat prana rudra idam me madhyam dinam savanam tritya savanam anusanneti maham prananam rudranam madhye yajyo bilopsi chetat devatat ityagdoha bhavati. Fourth mantra. The middle brahmacharya is this. The people who follow the path of brahmacharya up to age of 44 years and studies Vedas, his pran life limbs man buddhi chitta ahankar means internal or limbs, mind, man, intellectual, ahankar, aham bhavana, and chit, the power of memory, and soul, being full of strength, he is able to whip all the wickets and tame all the good people. This is the third mantra's arth in English. The fourth mantra arth here it is. If I in first age, as you say, I perform some good works and keep the limbs and in control and never do any bad thing, then my pran means power of life becomes as Rudra, and this middle brahmacharya will be success. Oh brahmachari people, you increase this wonderful brahmacharya, and I, without destroying this brahmacharya, became yajna type, means respectable, good, and came from that Acharya's place, and be free from all diseases. As this brahmachari does good work, similarly you also do. अथ यानि अष्टाचत्वारि सदवर्षाणि तत् तृतीय सवनम् अष्टाचत्वारिंशदक्षरा जगति जातं तृतीय सवनम् तदस्यादित्यान्वायत्ताः प्राणावादित्य एते हिदं सर्वम् आगते. The best brahmacharya is of 48 years. This is the third time. Add 48 letters of Jagati Chand. Similarly, 48 years of brahmacharya's follower, his life power became according to him, and he gets all the knowledge, all the wisdom, all the vidya. Again, in last chapter, the Upanishad said, tam ched etasmin vayasi kinchit uptapet savuryat pranaditya idam me tirtiya savanam ayur anusannuteti maham prananam adityanam madhye yajyo bilopsi इत्युद्धैव तत् इत्यागदो हैव भवति. छांदोग्योपनिषद. Are the teacher and mother and father make their disciple and generation to study in first aid and getting good virtues, and make them bearer of heat and cold, suffering and pleasant, etc., and advise him, and of that type, and the son and daughter themselves the after adopting the brahmacharya without break, the third best brahmacharyas adopting full or 400 years of age, they should increase. Similarly, you also increase. Here we have noticed, if we keep complete our brahmacharya for the age of 48 years, then our life will be of 400 years, 400. Without any disease, without any weakness, and full of intelligence, full of the full of strength, full of happiness, full of everything, every good thing, and we can do good to other people also. Why should not we maintain the brahmacharya for people of the world, and we not only do good to ourselves but do good to whole the world, and say the sample to other people also, and encourage them to follow the path of brahmacharya. So we should never fall in worldly pleasure and sexual enjoyment and destroy our life. If we fall in the worldly pleasure or sexual enjoyment, then it is impossible to save us, because as we go on getting the worldly pleasure or sexual enjoyment, then we again and again want the same dirty pleasure, and lastly we destroy our life. If we control our limbs and follow the path of ideal life of brahmacharya, life keeping away from worldly pleasure and sexual pleasant, then we will make our life sublime and so great, and also people will follow us. So this very here also Maharishi has quoted Sushruta Ayurvedic Granth, and here he says, चत्वारो अवस्थाः शरीरस्य वृद्धि यौवनं संपूर्णता किंचित परिहानिश्चेति आषोडशाद् वृद्धि आचत्वारिंशत् यौवनम् पंचविंशतेर यौवनम् आचत्वारिंशतः संपूर्णता ततः किंचित परिहानिश्चेति. One has the brahmacharya or good life up till now, no harm. From this time, from now onward, take vow that I will lead pious life. The Almighty God, the kindest God, the justiceful God will always help you and make your life good. Said about Amit Chand, Swami Shraddhanand, so on and so forth. There are countless people who improved their life in later age, Mahatma Gandhi, and became the good people. Why we can't be good people? We also will be good people. You are hearing me. So this is the turning point for you. And this is the time God wants that you must be the great people from now onward. Never worry. From this time onward, make your life the best you can make. And you will be very happy to see your later beautiful life, as other people's, Swami Shraddhanand, Amit Chandra, Gandhi, etc. have done. So why we can't do? So it is never too late to mend. You can always make your life good and beautiful. So Maharishi has explained the Susruta in this way. This human body has four types of condition, four types of condition. First, development up to 16th years to 25 years. All the important particles of our body increases. Second is young age, from 25 to from 25 and 26, the young age starts. Here see, the young age starts after 25 and 26, and the full people have destroyed everything. So this should not be do. And we also, every people has right and duty to improve his life by following the path of Brahmacharya, Veda, and studying Vedas and Shastra. Third, complete. From 25th up to 40 years, all the materials of our body becomes strong. The fourth, some losses. Then all the materials of our body become strong and get fulfillment. Then the semen, etc., which increases, that do not stay in body, but in dream, etc., goes out of the body. That the 40th year is the good time for marriage, and the best time is the 48th year. पंचविंशे ततो वर्षे पुमान नारी तुषोर से समत्वागत वीर्यो तो जानियात कुशलो विषक। जो if the boy keeps brahmacharya for 25 years, the girl should keep brahmacharya for 16 years. If boy male keeps brahmacharya for 30 years, the female 17 years. If male 36 years, the female 18 years. The male 40 years, the female 20 years. The male 44 years, female 22 years. The male 48 years and female 24 years. Or after 48 years male and 24 years of age of female, it is not possible easily to maintain brahmacharya. But this rule is only for the person who wants to marry, male or female, and who don't want to marry, he can keep his brahmacharya for up to death. But this is possible only for with full knowledge, learning and controlling his limbs and persons without any bad thing, possessing any bad thing, either man or woman. This is very hard work to control the sexual emotion and keep all your limbs in your control. So, Mahasi Dayanand in 4th chapter also has given some good teaching of brahmacharya from Ved. That is also to be known. This is from Rigved, Mandal 3. Om Yuva Suvasa Parividvagat Sau Shreyan Bhavati Jayamana Tam Dhirasa Kavaya Unnayanti Swadhyo Mansa Devayanta. In explaining this, Maharishi Dayanand has written the person keeping the Yajnopavit, this is Yajnopavit, the pious thorn, we keep the sign of learning and superiority. This is the Yajnopavit, it should be washed daily. With keeping brahmacharya, good teaching and knowledge, learning. With wearing good clothes, full of brahmacharya, full young, after getting all the learnings, came in Grihashram, in the life of family life. He only the second birth of learning become famous, and much more full of good looking and good doer he is, and properly meditating with special learning with the desire of making the expanding the knowledge, learning, full of patience, the learned people them making prosperous and respectable, and who full of brahmacharya, learning, good teaching, Without brahmacharya dhara, learning and good teaching, or in childhood marriages, they, male and female, destroyed and don't get respect in learned people. Om Adhenamo Dhuniyantam Asisvihi Savardugha Sasya Apradugdha Nabya Yugtayo Bhavantir Mahaddevanam Asuratvam Ekam. Who without taking out milk from a cow, without childhood, full of all good behaviors, and completing the tender age, new teaching and full of age, the female, full young age, brahmacharya, full rules, full scholars, so unique and big learning, intelligence, the teaching of Shastra, so and in learning and knowledge, she gets in and marry the young husbands and being pregnant, never by mistake also think of a male in mind also, in thought also, because this work is the means of happiness, pleasant enjoyment of this birth or after death also. to marry in childhood is as hard to make than much harm to female. The third mantra is Purviraham Sarada Sastramana Toshavasto Rusaso Jarayanti Minati Sriyam Jarimatanuma Patni soon making much labor, full of semen, full of young age, male, young, dearer to hurt omens, getting them full 100 years and above age lives with pleasure and full of son and great grandsons. Similarly, male and female always do. As previously, 100 years and getting the old age and morning time of day and night. The beautifulness of body maximum old age, strength and beautifulness removed. Similarly, I, the male and or female in good manner come with brahmacharya, the learning and teaching full of bodily and soul's strength and getting purna young age, married and doing against this, against Veda, and therefore it never can be the pleasant marriage. So we have seen that so many beautiful things have given in Ved Shastra, Rishi Maharshi for our benefit to make our life pleasant, pious, and more sublime, and become happy in this world and world of afterward also. So we have seen the light of truth, that is Satyat Prakash, Rigvedadi Bharti Bhumika, Sanskar Vidhi, and Ved Shastra is full of this type of good teachings, and we always follow this, study this, always ponder over this, and make our life sublime, and preach other people also, so that they also can make their life sublime. So we should always go on thinking, and we should always company with the good books, good persons, Rishi Maharshi, the follower of Vedas. If we company the bad people, then we must be destroyed, because a person is known by the company he keeps. So always read good books, never bad. Never see the bad films or bad stories or bad things, or read in TV or anywhere. Never hear bad songs, bad films, etc. Always do good things. This time there are so many things in Light of Truth in channel also. So you can get the Light of Truth, Satyat Prakash, and many teachings of Arya Samaj, good teachings of Brahmacharya, of beautiful songs and bhajans, and so many good things. So enjoy them, read them, make your life pious, beautiful, and wonderful, and may God bless you with all the happiness man can ever get, and be happy in this life and get moksha after death. With this prayer, O God, fulfill my prayer, so that your people, your sons and daughters, become happiest in the world, and the creation of your creation of this universe will be fruitful. So again, listen my listen it.